Nice to have you here in the Ed Sullivan Theater. I think it's one of the few properties in this community you don't own.
That is true.
Now, it seems to me like last night you were down in South Padre Island. Is that where it is?
Texas.
In the Gulf of Mexico?
That is correct.
For hosting the, or not hosting, but looking at the big Miss Teen USA pageant. Now, explain to the people. Well, I guess your daughter was actually one of the hosts, wasn't she?
Yeah. She did a terrific job.
How old? She's just a girl, isn't she?
She's 15. Ivanka.
Ivanka, is she like a supermodel?
She's becoming a supermodel, I guess. She's a beautiful girl. She's doing great.
Yeah.
And she hosted the pageant last night.
Now, who is that guy she hosted with?
A young man from The Young and the Restless, who also did a great job. It was a beautiful combination.
Well, what's his name?
Who the hell knows? I don't know. What do I know?
He's too busy doing this. He don't care. But now you own that pageant?
I do. I own that, and I own Miss Universe, and I own Miss USA, along with your friends at CBS. And
yeah.
We got great ratings last night, too, I guess you saw. In fact, you got great ratings because we got great ratings.
Well, thank you very much. I'll take anything I can get, sure. But what is your, as an investment, now, can a person make money on something like that?
Yeah, what happens is the various places, for instance, Miss Universe, Venezuela is bidding, Israel's bidding, lots of different countries are bidding lots of money to get it. Hong Kong wants to have it. In fact, Hong Kong's got it pretty well tied up for the year 2000. And they're willing to pay many millions of dollars in order to get the pageants.
Right.
And it's just worked out really terrific.
So, but did somebody come to you and say, hey, you know, these beauty pageants, they're money machines. You know, it's a license to print money, these beauty pageants. Or did you have an idea that maybe this ought to be something we ought to look into?
Well, ITT, which is basically Madison Square Garden in this case, wanted to sell certain assets.
Yeah.
And I like that asset. I've always liked it. It's great, you know, great television, great everything. And I bought it. I then sold half to CBS, and CBS has been a terrific partner.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to you after the show because I got my eye on a dog track.
Okay. Very good.
But now, how do we describe you? Are you like an entrepreneur? Is that a way to describe you? Are you a real estate developer? Are you what are you exactly?
I mean, my primary thing is real estate. I do great in the casino business.
Oh, that's right. See, now the casinos, that's unbelievable. You own 3 casinos in Atlantic City.
3 big ones.
Now, tell me this, Don. Can I call you Don?
Yes,
or Don? Like one crap table, one 24-hour period, any crap table on the floor. I don't care what the limit is. I don't care if it's a big one. I don't care if it's a low one. What is that going to turn over in profit? Just in profit, one crap table.
Well, you don't know because oftentimes I lose. I mean, we had a man beat us for $5 million.
Oh, yeah, that
million.
happened once in 20 years, and then you put his picture on a billboard and everybody comes in. But seriously. But I'm curious about this. One of those crap tables generates an enormous sum of money, doesn't it?
They do pretty well, yeah.
Well, give me like a figure. We're talking about $50,000 a day, $100,000 a day?
We'll change it around. I mean, I've had days where I won $12 million from one man, and I've had days where I lost $7 or $8 million from one man, one person, one gambler.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's very big swings. I mean, huge swings, and you can lose. I mean, the fact is, having the house doesn't necessarily mean that you win. At the Taj Mahal, which is now #1 in Atlantic City, actually by far, and Trump Plaza, which is #2 in Atlantic City, we have huge swings, both winning and losing.
Are you trying to put yourself out of business?
Well, I don't mind when they win, because when they win, they come back. But we do have huge swings both ways.
Now, what does it do to you when you see something like that? Do you just go, whoa, my God, or you just don't care because you're nuts?
Just over the course of a year, it comes out okay. I mean, it really comes out okay.
$12 million here, $12 million there, and at the end of a year, things look pretty good from where you sit. I would guess.
It's been pretty good.
If we went to your ATM machine right now, you know what I'm saying? And I believe me, this is none of my business. So if at any point you want to just get up and walk out, I understand perfectly. Many of our guests do. But if we went to your ATM machine right now and put in your little card and punched in your PIN code, like what would be the PIN code?
Gee, you know, I really would tell you. I really would, because you're such an honest guy. And go ahead. And then what do you want to know?
I just want to know, if you had to, if I said to you, Don, do me a favor right now, go out and come back with as much cash as you can lay your hands on, what would that figure be?
It would be a lot.
Really? How much money And forgive me if this is embarrassing, but I think people are fascinated by money, wealth, and power, you know. How much are you worth totally? You're the Trump businesses, the Trump beauty pageants, the Trump, you know, roller rinks, whatever the hell you got, I don't know. How much is that empire worth?
You know, I really don't know. There have been a lot of different estimates, and I really don't know what I'm worth. It depends when you take values of Trump Tower and all the different buildings that I built.
It's always in flux, isn't it, really?
It's always in flux.
Yeah.
And especially me, I love leverage. I love borrowing. And when you like to borrow, you can go up and down. I've had days where I'm worth $4 billion and days where I'm worth minus $900 million. That's a big swing.
Yeah,
I mean, 4 or 5 years ago, I was probably worth minus $900 million. And today, it's worked out where it's very positive.
Now, what would you do to turn that around? If you're down...
Work very hard.
You're down nearly $1 billion. How do you turn that around?
Well, times turn it around, work turns it around, intelligence turns it around. I mean, there was a time where I sort of lost my focus a little bit. I wasn't working like I used to.
Put yourself on a budget.
And the market.
Get yourself on a budget.
You put yourself on a budget.
That's right.
You put yourself on a budget.
Sure.
And it worked out to a point where now I'm doing better than I ever did before.
Yeah.
So it really was good.
Now, but anyway, getting back to the worth of the empire, like, is it like $1 billion? Are you worth $1 billion? Is the empire worth $1 billion?
Well, I mean, there's estimates of worth.
$2 billion.
People are saying that from $1 billion to $4 billion. What the number would be, I have absolutely no idea. I really don't. I really couldn't tell you what I'm worth, but it's not bad.
Now, it seems to me that a guy in your position who can sit here and honestly say, I'm not sure what I'm worth, but it's a pretty good situation. A guy in your position then has an incumbency, a responsibility to do something nice for other people every day of his life.
I agree.
Now, do you do that?
I do.
Can you, without embarrassing yourself, can you give me an idea of something nice you've done for somebody recently?
Well, I married Marla, and now I'm giving her a big settlement.
Oh, man.
No?
Oh, man.
That's not what you had in mind?
Oh, man.
That's not what you had in mind, is it?
Oh, man. See, now, if I had said that, people would have booed me.
I know, it's
no. But you know what I'm getting at. Do you do good things?
I do.
Nice
I
things?
give a lot of money away, and I love doing it, to be honest. I think we have an obligation to do that.
Yeah.
And I give a lot of millions and millions of dollars away to charities and different things.
Yeah. Now, do you like talking about that, or you'd rather not talk about that?
I don't like talking about it. I usually don't talk about it. And people don't like writing about it because it's not my image. They don't like that image.
They like to think of you as kind of a punk, kind of a sneering
They like to think
punk.
as a bad guy.
Yeah, bad guy.
They like a
tough
bad guy better.
Yeah,
They like the bad guy image better.
New York, it fits better with New York City.
It works
a tough
better.
guy.
Yeah, it works better, I guess. I don't like it, but I guess your friends in the media like it better.
Now, now tell us, you mentioned your relationship with Marla. That's over, right? How long were you guys married?
3.5, almost 4 years.
And was it a huge, and why? I mean, what happened there? Because it was
why
sort of
marry?
like no. It was kind of like a fairy
ask a
tale.
lot of people that
Hey, Don. It was kind of like a. I don't know what's the matter with me. It was kind of like a fairy tale, you know, marriage. They had the wealthy Donald Trump and the beautiful wife, Marla.
Right.
And thing. Can you give us some?
Well, you know, she's a terrific young woman. And it just is something that you tend to grow apart, and it just didn't work out. It's just one of those
Will
things.
you get married again, do you think?
I would. I love the institution of marriage. It costs me a fortune, but I love the institution of marriage. I think it's a great institution. I think it's, you know, something I really like.
How long have you been, how many times have you been married?
This is my second time.
Second marriage? And you're thinking maybe one day you'll get married again?
I think it's always possible, absolutely.
All right. Anything you'd like to say to the world while you're here?
I love you all.
Oh, how about that, ladies and gentlemen? Donald Trump, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to see you again, Don. Thanks for coming by. We'll be right back with tonight's top 10.
We will make America great again.